I know there is so much information out there about old souls and young souls, and maybe you have heard of this too. It is a common idea in the spiritual scene that there are souls that are older and souls that are younger. But is that really true? Today I want to give you an answer from the new spirituality that I teach. A knowledge that opened up to me because of my mediumship abilities, my work and my connections to the spiritual world and higher dimensions and higher realms. And just see what resonates with you. And a warm welcome on my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can click on the notification bell so you will be informed whenever I upload a new video. And I also have a totally free newsletter I send every week in English about the astrological and energetically updates that are important for you. If you want to receive this free newsletter, please sign up. You find the link below the video. And there is also a very important event on May the 28th. It is a free webinar, and on this webinar it is all about the big shift we are in 2023, about the energies, the astrological aspects, and everything that is important to know, and how we can prepare in this big transformation we are all in. And also about the first contact with ETs. If you are interested, it is totally free. You can register. You find the link below the video. What is it all about, the idea of old souls and young souls? Is that really true? You might have heard of old souls, that old souls have more experience with life on earth. They might incarnated much more times than the younger souls. And that the younger souls are more worldly oriented, that they might want an easy life, and by wanting an easy life they might create more problems in their life, and that the younger souls do not see a deeper meaning in life or something like this, and that the older souls are more sensitive of energies, and they are more connected to a belief system that there is a reason why they're here on earth, and they believe in God or something like this, and they are wiser than the young souls. And you can believe in this way of looking on the concept of souls, but is it really so? Are there old souls and young souls? Let's start with the question, what is a soul? You are a soul. Everything you can experience as yourself is part of your soul. Your body, your personality, your feelings, everything is part of your soul. And there's also another part that is not seen. It is your higher self. We call it the higher self. It is your higher aspects. And this higher aspects of you is also part of your soul. And those two parts together are the construct of your soul. And a lot of people are thinking that the soul is something outside, that they are not really connected to, and that their body is not a part of their soul. And you can believe in this way of thinking and of understanding your life and your soul. But for me, it is not my truth. Because the new spirituality is another way of looking deeper, and to feel deeper, to understand deeper who you are. And thousands of years, people believe that their body is not part of their soul, that their body is not really good, that their body have strong desires that are not good. And we know from religious beliefs and many cultures that they do not accept these desires the body have for food and for sexuality, and it is all about self-worth. And this self-worth is connected mostly to the 3 chakras. The first chakra, the root chakra, and the second chakra in the womb, and the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra. And thousands of years, people did not really want to connect to those 3 parts because they thought this is dirty, sexuality is not good, or that we have this great desire for money and for food and anything. They thought this is not good. And they only concentrated when it is about spirituality to connect to the higher chakras, your third eye and your crown chakra, in seeing things that are beyond the material world. And a lot of people have in their blood and in their vibes and in their belief system those old ideas. And so it is easier for them to not connect with their body and to think my feelings are not my feelings, my desires are not my true desires, I am something else, I am a higher vibration self. But in this thinking, they are cutting them up from a very important part of their self. And the new spirituality that I teach is all about love, and to love everything. If you say something is not correct with you, and that you are something not, that you feel, or your body is not your soul, then you make a big difference, and then you bring yourself apart from your true essence. Then you cannot live your true essence. All the plants, they have their roots in the dark earth. And we have so much fear about the darkness, where the roots are, but there are our power center. And they are so important. There is nothing bad about our desires, that we need food and that we want sexuality. There is nothing bad about it. And it is all about to love everything of us. And if we begin to love, also to love our fears and something we think that is not so good about ourselves, we feel a release in our energy and our energy blockages. We create it on our own because we cut us a part of those regions of ourself. And there are so much also bad ideas about money and the material world that it is not okay. But first you have to understand everything is good like it is now, and that you can love everything. And if you start to love everything of you and everything in the world, it opens the biggest door for spirituality, because everything is spiritual. And that is a very important understanding for the concept of the soul. To understand it is everything okay, and that everything of yourself is part of your soul. There can nobody can access your body. There is the belief that there are ghosts or demons that can maybe be a part of your body, and that they can overtake your body. But that's not really true, because your body is part of your soul. And if you die or something else, then your body will also break down, and nobody can take your body. You can believe in everything, but that is my experience, that your body is part of your soul, and that is the first important thing to understand. You are your soul. You are never disconnected from your soul. You can believe that you are disconnected, but you are soul. And you come here on earth and you totally forget that you are a soul, that you are a part of a much bigger spiritual essence. Because you are not only a soul, you're part of a much bigger spiritual being that you are. But this experience you make in this body, in this life, is one soul. But if this life ends, then this soul will also, the experience will stay forever. But this soul will not have another experience, because you will connect to the oversoul, and from the oversoul perspective you create a new life. But this is only also a concept to understand, because everything exists here and now. And all those masters and awakened people, they speak about, Eckhart Tolle speaks about, there is only the here and now. And that's our truth. There is only the here and now. And so this concept of old souls and young souls is only a concept we give it. It is not really true. And what does this mean? That everything exists now, in the here and now. And I often use the analogy of the film strip. The film strip means if you go in the cinema and you watch a film, then you have a start, you have action, and you have an end. And it looks like that something is creating and that something is moving. But if you go in the room of the projector, there you see that the film roll, there are fixed pictures, there is no movement, and everything is here and now, the start of the film and the end of the film. Everything exists at the same moment. And so it is also with you. You as a baby, or you as a old person, everything exists here and now. There is really no movement in the universe. But the movement we experience is only our consciousness that shifts from one perspective to the next, from one picture to the next. And this movement is this we are experience as life, as if we are in a film and something is going on. But in truth, everything exists here and now. And so it is also about your soul. Your soul is here. Your soul cannot be old, and your soul cannot be really young. It is only a definition we give it. But it is also more about only a definition, because in every moment you decide who you are. And how can you decide who you are? It is all about your belief system. Your belief system is the structure of your personal. And what you believe you are, you will experience on the outside. And your experience and your definition you have now also determines your past and your future. There is nothing fixed in your life. If you decide you are now a spiritual person, you have another past and another future than a moment before, when you might think you are not a spiritual person or something else. Those higher concepts are nothing we can really understand with our mind. You decide in every moment who you are. And this also then is important for your soul, because the higher aspect of you, this part of your soul, never changes. This part always knows what is best for you. It is like the higher aspects are helping you to navigate your life if you are open to it. And this is the most important. So your soul is every moment new. Every moment you decide. Maybe you can make the experience of an old soul, and the next moment you can make the experience of a young soul. Because your belief system changed, or there's another part in your belief system about another thing that is in another way than another part of your experience. People like to name things. They say this is black or this is white, this is good or this is bad, this is a young soul and this is an old soul. But there is no really difference. We make the difference with our belief system. And we often hold on fears. And this fears blocks us from a deeper and a broader understanding. Also, our experience of time will change so much. And it's much crazier than we think. Because our bodies, the high frequency we now receive here on earth, they will help to shift our bodies in a higher frequency realm, and so we get lighter and lighter. And one day we will be so light that we can choose every moment about our age. We can choose if we are 200 years old or if we are 5 years old. It is all about resonance. What is now most important for the soul? And so this concept of old souls and young souls is really something we can create and we can name and we can believe in it. But in truth, it is not really part of our being, because we are. We are now and we are here, and you decide every moment who you are, and that determines about your age of your soul, if you will call it in that way. And please share your thoughts about this theme, and please also share this video with other like-minded people. And thank you so much for listening, and I love you.